Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Ashley and this is Martin Midlife Misadventures. Today we're making chili beans from our prepper pantry. Remember those 62 cans that I got? Completely out of date. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link up here so you can check it out. But anyway, we're working on those cans. I think we're going to use 6, maybe 8 of the cans today for this chili. I'm shooting for 8 quarts of chili beans canned, hopefully a little extra so we can have a little bite of it. But guys, I'm showing you this not as this is a super great recipe for chili or this is a great canning video, not at all. I'm trying to spark inspiration. I'm trying to show you how you can use a bulk of cans at one time, because sometimes I get overwhelmed. If I find a few cans that need to get eaten, I'm like, what am I going to do with these? Sometimes it makes sense just to put it all together, make a big batch of something, and get it canned. Plus, with this, everybody loves chili beans. These cans, I'm going to do quarts. That's 2 bowls of chili per container, and it's ready to go. I don't have to open 15 cans to get dinner ready. Are you ready to do this? Let's do it. All right, let's jump into these ingredients because I'm pulling a lot out of the pantry today. We've got 2 cans of tomato sauce, 2 cans of hot rotel, a large pinto bean, a cannellini bean, white kidney bean, a Great Northern beans, chili beans, a black bean. Over here, I've parboiled lentils, brown ones, yellow ones, and red ones. For the fresh ingredients, I've got a really nice bell pepper. I've got some onions that were in my fridge I'm going to chop up, as well as an additional one. 3 jalapenos. I've got these 2 chili packets, and they're past their date, so I want to get these used up. I've got garlic powder, chili powder, cumin, oregano, Mexican oregano, onion powder, cracked pepper, salt, and I've got almost 2 pounds of meat in here. These were the Omaha steak burgers. They're really delicious. I'm going to use them in this, and that's about 3/4 pound of regular ground beef. Let me brown these and cut these up, and we'll get started. Veggies are all chopped, and I want to tell you I only used 1 of the jalapenos because it was burning my hands when I was cutting it, which means it's way hot. So here's all this. Our ground beef is ready for all that to go in. All right, we are going to stir this. I'm only going to cook it for a couple minutes. See, some of my meat is still a little pink, and that's really what I want to make sure. I want to make sure that my beef is all browned. I am going to cook this chili for about 30 to 40 minutes before I even think about canning it, so I'm not worried if there's a little bit of pinkness. We are going to start dumping these cans, and we are going to start with our oldest cans, which was this Mission Pride tomato sauce, expired 1 of 2021. It is perfectly good. See the inside of the can? No compromising. Almost burnt myself. Fantastic. And we will rinse those out and get all of it out. Here's our second one. Chili beans. Rotel. White kidney beans. They're all looking good, and I am dumping all these beans in and their juice. There we go. Let's see if I can get these out. There we go. These are our Great Northerns. And our black beans. I dumped all the lentils in, and now we're going to dump this big old thing of pinto beans in. And we are going to stir and then add that seasoning. All right, let's dump in these seasoning packets. We're going to use 2 of these. Here's our seasoning, our other seasonings going in. Right here by my thumb, that is 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 1.5 tablespoons of onion powder, 1.5 tablespoons of oregano, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, and 1 teaspoon of cumin. Cumin is really strong, so I add that slowly into the mix. So let's put all those spices in. I'm going to stir this, and we are going to allow this to cook for about 30 minutes, and then I'm going to can it. You know, I'm stirring this, and you can see a few tomatoes in here, right? But I like a lot of tomatoes in my chili, so I think I'm going to find another can of diced tomatoes and add it to the mix. Okay, I am going to add in this really big can of stewed tomatoes. They're larger, so I'm going to cut some of them down, but I like to have a little chunk of tomato in my chili, so this is what I'm going to add. All right, I got all these tomatoes in. They were very large, so I had to dice them up. I know the way I like my chili to look. Isn't that funny? We all have a different preference on the way we like our chili to taste and look. I'm going to cook this down for about 30 minutes, and then I'm going to can it. Okay, I'm giving this an inch headspace. I've got some vinegar here on my towel. Going to clean these rims really good, make sure there's no chili beans on them. I've got hot lid going on my hot jar of food. Into the canner. Okay, my canner is loaded with these chili beans. I'm going to process these for 90 minutes. All right, friends, we've got 8 jars here. 7 of them have chili, and 1 of them has black beans. I didn't have enough to fill an entire quart, so Amy and I went ahead and ate that for dinner and made the black beans instead. And let me tell you, this chili is spicy, but it is so good. We just ate it with some plain white rice and a tortilla. It was delicious. We did have 1 can that did not seal, so it looks like we're going to have chili again this week, and we're perfectly okay with that. But I just wanted to show you, I am using all those old cans. I do not want to waste food, and this is a perfect way for us. This is how I like to put it back because we have meals ready to go. Look at that. 6 jars of chili. That's 12 bowls of chili. I just love it. Please let us know if you can your own chili, if you like the way our chili recipe looked. Again, it's not really a recipe. I just used what needed to get used, and it happened to come out super delicious. Please give us a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and we're going to be talking to you really soon. God bless you all.